guys, I just want to talk about meditation and how I meditate. It's different from day to day, but there are some things that are always the same. For one thing, I prefer to sit crisscross. I also get very cold during meditation, so I will bundle up. I will put a blanket around my body, and then I usually take this blanket and put it around my torso, and I'll even put a beanie on my head so that I just don't get cold. Because when I'm sitting here, sometimes I'll sit for an hour and not moving, you can get very cold. So I like to just set myself up to not get distracted by things like discomfort. I used to meditate sitting on the floor, and I would just use a couch cushion and to sort of elevate myself a bit. And then my sister sent me a nice meditation pillow. So this is handy to just elevate your bottom, and then your legs can kind of fold out in front of you crisscross. And I was doing that on the floor as well, but then I started waking up really early and I didn't want to get out of bed. So now I've just lately been using my pillow as my desk in my morning meditation. I still get down and sit on the floor from time to time, but this is my current style. She also sent me some stones that I can hold in my hands. I have never used these until I got this a few weeks ago. Up until then, I always just meditated pretty much. Sometimes I'd sit on my couch and just sit to where my back could be straight but comfortable, and also, as I said, on the ground. I do find having some sort of cushion if you're going to sit on the ground to be helpful. And it doesn't have to be a meditation pillow like this. These are handy, and literally handy. There's a handle, and you can like carry it with you someplace that you're going, and that's nice. When I'm at home, I just pull one of my couch cushions off, set it on the ground, get situated, and that's how I meditate. I like these stones. A lot of people think stones are ridiculous, crystals are ridiculous, and they don't see any benefit to them. Other people feel there's a lot of benefit, and they see all of these qualities of each different stone and crystal. I don't really have a whole lot of experience with them, but I like how they're soft, and sometimes it's nice to just have something of weight in my hands, so I've been using them. I don't know if I really have seen much of a difference, but I don't know, it doesn't hurt. And then I usually touch two fingers, whether it's my thumb and my finger or whatever just feels right. I don't know what each one means. I've never looked it up, but I just sort of feel it out. Or you can put your hand inside your hand and touch thumbs, but just set that inside. Here, let me move this so you can see. Thumb, and then just set it down in your lap. Some people close their eyes to where they can still see just a little bit, where they have it sort of half closed. I close my eyes all the way because I am very much a visual person, and if a bird flies by the window, I'm going to look at that. So I close my eyes all the way. But if you're someone who, if you close your eyes, you'll fall asleep, you might not want to close your eyes all the way. I know some people like to light a candle and they'll look at the candle, the flame. Whatever works for you is really what works. Another thing I started doing that I really like is I'll link it in my, in the info thingy on I'll link it there. There's this person, Infinite Waters Diving Deep, I believe. He has so many videos, but he also has a bunch of meditation music. So I like to put that on. Sometimes I'll just have it playing, and I feel like it can help drown out some of the noises. Sometimes there's a lot of construction going on, and all those trucks with the beep, beep, beep when they're reversing. I feel like as soon as I start to meditate, all of that starts to come on around my neighborhood. So sometimes it can be helpful if you're having trouble to drown that out, to either put on some headphones with the meditation music. There's no speaking, there's no words, it's just sounds that are really, I love them. I think they're beautiful. And it also, some of them are 20 minutes and some of them are an hour, so it kind of helps you time your meditation as well. So what I like to do is just get comfortable. So like I said, making sure I'm all nice and warm and cozy. And then I usually sit something like this, and then I'll just move my head around. I don't know why I do this. I just do. And it just feels good. And when I feel like I've kind of, I guess I'm releasing the tension from the day or the night. If I slept on my neck funny, then I do that. I don't know. So that's what I'll do. And I get comfortable. And then I usually like to invite my higher self, my Holy Spirit, whatever, the universe, collective consciousness, invite that presence to join me on my meditation and to speak with me. And yeah, so then I'll go to my Course in Miracles book, look and see what meditation I'm on for the day, and then read it. I like to invite my higher self first, so that way as I'm reading, I feel like clarification comes, or if I find myself stuck, then I'll just pause and think on it, and then the meditation time comes, and so you think on whatever the topic for the day is, and I'll just sit there and have a conversation in my brain with, or I guess not my brain, in my mind, with my higher self. And thoughts come, like this is last week's. You can see lots of notes. Sometimes no notes come, sometimes it's a few sentences, and sometimes I have pages of notes. And as the thought comes, I will feel the conclusion of that thought, and sometimes I'll write it down right then, and then go back to meditating. Or sometimes at the very end, I'll write down everything that I learned during that meditation. And my favorite thing, though, as I've mentioned before, is finding that appreciation. So just sitting and getting to a place of appreciation. Abraham Hicks teaches that you just need to dwell on something for 17 seconds for it to really start to be felt within. So whatever it is that makes you happy, think about a memory that just makes you laugh and think on it for 17 seconds. You don't have to count it, but just dwell on it for a little bit, and you'll start to feel the vibrations increase within. So I hope this is helpful. A little dive into what meditation is like for me. Everybody has their own way of doing things, and this is just mine right now. I bet you in a month it'll be different. It has definitely evolved since the 2 years ago that I started the Course in Miracles, and I've also had other experiences with meditation through Buddhist churches, through therapists that had guided meditation, which that's also nice. Sometimes it's good to find a guided meditation. I feel like the Course in Miracles is kind of that for you, but some people enjoy to sit and listen to someone's voice telling them what to think. Imagine breathing this out, imagine breathing this in, that kind of thing. So I hope this was helpful, and I'd love to hear about your meditation practices. Thanks.